What's up, guys? Me and Timmy decided to do 2 videos and knock them out at the same time, so we're not changing clothes for it.
You got your shades?
No. So this one, we like vinyl. We like 80s rock.
You didn't bring your shades?
I did not.
You know why?
Why?
Because our future's so bright, I gotta wear shades.
Oh my God.
All right, let's go with this, bro.
So 80s rock.
What's this?
That's what we're into. So we want to talk about some bands.
If you look more like a girl, we're into it. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, that's the truth. The more you look like a girl as a guitar player, the better you usually are. It's kind of
Yeah,
wild.
that's Jordan, right?
But anyway, we like 80s, we like rock, we like 70s. So we want to talk about some 80s rock vinyls. Bands that you may have heard of, but we feel they don't get enough recognition, or they're known for like 1 or 2 songs, and it's a shame because they have much more to offer. And I guess I'll go ahead and start off with, let's start off with this one right here. Dogs D'Amour. Now this is like, think of like a sleazier version of the Faces. Like, think of a strung out, more drunk Rod Stewart.
Or Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
More high, Rolling Stones. Can you get higher than Keith Richards?
These guys did. So this is in the Dynamite Jet Saloon. This is kind of a pricey album now because people are starting to catch on. Just straight up rock and roll, like the Rolling Stones, the Faces.
Dog.
Yeah, we got chickens. And look, in the 80s, they were doing it on green vinyl. It's pretty wild. But I must say the colored vinyl doesn't sound as good on this as just a standard black. But Dogs D'Amour, you know, if you like the Rolling Stones, you like the Faces, and you like 80s rock, check them out because they're like an 80s version of the Rolling Stones at their highest.
And if you want to spend a big bone now,
Yeah.
Dogs D'Amour is expensive. I got a few of their other ones.
Yeah,
but,
this is the only one I got,
EP,
and it's the hype sticker says limited putrid lime green vinyl. If you eat this album, it will make you sick. So,
Thank you.
very good record. Highly
I don't
recommend.
think I'm gonna eat it though.
Yeah, I don't think it's too
Hey,
expensive.
did you see that one? There was a band a long time ago. Their record cover had they used like pea soup. It made their record cover and it looked like puke.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, some dude on Headbangers Ball one time was peeling off and eating it. Said it tastes like pea soup,
Oh,
but it said not to eat it either.
yeah, I probably would.
Yeah. So, anyways, one I brought is Vayne. Vayne is
I
a
need to get me a
San
copy of
Francisco band. But you had one last time I was at your house.
No, I don't have that one.
Dude, I flip through your stuff all the time. There's a Vayne in there.
Mm-mm. I need that.
I said there's a Vayne. When I was at your house flipping through your records, I seen that Vayne and it was a better copy than mine.
Yeah. Tell them about me. I
Okay.
really don't.
Anyways, Vayne is a San Francisco band. Most people know Vayne by just a couple songs, Secrets or Beat the Bullet. They had the longest hair ever. Vayne was the band with the longest hair, I think, at the time ever. But
They were very pretty.
so let's see what we got here.
You know what's funny? When
And
MySpace was a thing, Tom, MySpace creator, you know, friends with everybody, one of his bands that he said he listened to in his little bio was Vayne.
Yeah.
Tom.
And Tom had to be your friend. You couldn't even delete him, could you?
No, you could.
Oh,
I had some friends that
I
did.
deleted him. I think I deleted him.
Man, I miss Tom. Now we got the Zuck.
But I'm kind of sure maybe this ain't the original cover that somebody put in the Vayne, but I don't know.
Kind of a sleazy band.
Yeah.
They're worth a
And
listen. Tom says so.
yeah. So I'm not so sure if that's the original inner sleeve or not.
It could be. I don't know.
A lot of back then, to make that record, you had to take a really crappy sleeve to have a cool album cover.
Until you sold 100,000.
Yeah, but there may have been a picture sleeve in there.
Very cool. Okay, the next on my list, probably the most well-known out of the bands that I'm going to talk about but I feel like they're not well known for reasons they should be, and that's Slaughter. I actually bought this seal.
There he is. He's a manager, producer, and
Dana Strum.
and bass player.
Dana Strum produced, I think he produced all the Slaughter albums. The first 4 Slaughter albums are listenable all the way through. Unfortunately, Slaughter's known just
You
for...
bought this before shit got really crazy.
Yeah. Now this is like
God,
stupid.
I've seen it go.
But Slaughter's known for Flight of the Angels and Up All Night. And those are great songs. I like them, but they were so much more. And this album, they
It's
definitely...
evolving.
Yeah.
It's an evolving record.
They expanded their sound on it, and this is kind of a pricey record to get. But this has a lot of good
They
songs.
had a lot to compete with. They had to compete with Skid Row. Skid Row was an evolving band on a record too at the time. So,
And I recommend Times They Change. That's probably my favorite song on this record. Days Gone By, that was a mild hit. But they just weren't known for the really solid records that they put out. They were known for a couple hits, and it's a shame. I think they should have been bigger. Yeah. They were much more talented than Poison, in my opinion. I like Poison, but Slaughter. Their first 4 albums, See No Evil, The Wildlife, Stick It To You, and Fear No Evil, and then Back to Reality. Check them out. Pretty dope. Oh, this is a good one. I need that one.
you need this one too.
I need all of them.
I swear, I keep seeing these in your collection when I'm at your house.
I don't have them.
Okay, this is Demal's. Demal's, existing members from a band called Diamond Rex ended up in Demal's.
I did not know that. So
Yeah, that singer is. I'm not talking about anything bad, but
it's bad.
this dude can sing.
Yeah.
And he can play guitar because he became David Ross touring guitar player when Jason Becker was in the band.
And he was a singer.
And
That's
he's
some
a
Richie
singer.
Kotzen stuff right there.
Yeah, that's I'm gonna go do a job. And when I seen David Roth in concert after, because everybody knows Jason Becker could not functionally tour because of his disease that he had, and which has paralyzed him now. He had a guy called Joe Holmes. Joe Holmes was from Lizzie Borden.
Okay. Well, yeah.
And so Desi was the other guitar player when I seen David Roth live.
That's wild. I did not know that. We're learning stuff together, folks.
Yeah. But
Standout track on that, I personally like 777.
yeah, and a lot of people hate that song.
Now, I like it because it was so different.
Yeah,
It's-
it was. And
Hardly any guitar in it.
the thing about it is DeMals has a kind of swagger to his guitar. SS Priest's guitar playing is like a swagger to it. You know what I mean? It's almost funky, but it ain't Nuno Betancourt.
Yeah.
It's more like solid rock, but with a twist in it of a catch. Like there's a song on here called Rally Baby, and it's almost like a 50s, you know what I mean? Kind of,
Yeah.
you know? And it's got that swagger
it?
he was playing. And the second record is, oh
Yeah, what
my
is it?
God,
Warped?
Warped. It's off the hook.
Warped, I will say,
It has
is
my-
a better record.
Yes. it
But this
is.
record's worth listening to for sure. But we
If
don't.
you're into glam hair metal, this is the glam hair metal.
And this is
version
kind
it.
of, if you're sick of the mainstream stuff, these guys fill a void. Like, you know, I can only take so much of the mainstream stuff. It's got a lyric sleeve.
Oh yeah. And it's got some little more pictures. Same pictures that are on the back cover, but in black and white.
This had a minor hit, The Stroll,
Yeah, the Stroll is good, but
But-
777 was the video song, so.
which is weird.
And there's songs on the album that they could have. The Stroll would have been the better song
Yeah. See,
to have a video for.
I personally like 777. It's just so different. Last record from a band that should have been much bigger. Bullet Boys. They had a couple hits, but second album, Freak Show, they really started switching it up. It was trying to keep up with the times. There's a couple good covers on this. Hang On St. Christopher, or Hold On St. Christopher. Hang On St. Christopher. The Tom Waits cover, which is really off the wall, and Talk to Your Daughter, which was, who did that originally? I can't remember off the top of my head, but it was a cover. Very good album. This band, Mick Sweeta, does not get enough credit as a guitar player. It was produced by Ted Templeman, Van Halen. They were like Van Halen, and I guess that's why they got written off. But there's some legitimately good stuff on these records.
Mark Freeman was a David Lee Roth.
Yeah.
Which I don't see that.
Somehow he came across as more feminine than David Lee Roth. It's just kind of crazy. But yeah, I got the picture sleeve. Got some cool artwork for each of the songs going down there. It's just black vinyl. Listen to Bullet Boys minus their hits, and you won't be disappointed.
No, I'm just kidding.
Now their hits are good,
Yeah.
but well, hit singular. But yeah, Freak Show. I think I love the first album, self-titled, but I think Freak Show's stronger. And Zaza was good. That was their third record.
Yeah,
But that was really different.
yeah. I think some of Sweeta's best guitar work is on Zaza,
And
to be honest with you.
you know, when I started listening to them, I didn't realize how good Mick was. You know, there's something about the production that I don't think it did it justice. You know what I mean? And then I started listening to it. I was like, how in the world did he play that? So, killer guitar work. And Mick Sweeta was in King Cobra before. So,
And Lonnie and
were they all in?
and King Cobra before a record did never come out.
Oh, interesting.
And they just started having band practice with Jimmy
The
instead
end,
of Carmine at Peace.
oh, right on.
So they were skipping band practices minus 2 members, minus a guitar player and a drummer.
So, yeah, check out Bullet Boys. Killer. Their first 3 albums are good.
And another thing on the Malls, their second record probably has my most favorite ballad of all time.
Oh.
It's called Father Time.
Yeah, that's a depressing
dude,
song.
I played that for you. You were like, oh my God.
When I was listening to that
monsters.
record, that was the standout track.
Yeah, yeah.
So, check those guys out and let us know what you think. And we'll talk some more vinyl sometime.
We got one more.
Oh, you got one more?
Yeah, I got one
oh,
more.
Yeah,
I'm gonna sneak one up on you, bro. And this is Leather Wolf. Leather Wolf. Don't know much about Leather Wolf besides they were a good band and they were overshadowed. You know what I mean? They're a little bit more metal. Like they had the lead singer also even played guitar. They had 2 guitar players in the band. So that was like almost like you know, power trio guitar. You know what I mean? But,
And it looks like one guy's playing an Ibanez, but there's an Ironbird, BC Rich Ironbird right there.
They got that. This is a promotional copy.
Yeah, I see that. The album cover looks honestly quite modern.
And they have a record out before this. It's really good too. They have 3 records that I know of. There's 2 previous to this one. This was their last big one. They have like records later on in the 2000s. They rejoined. They got back together again, but they're more, I think, more metal than. Really, they're not.
What's your favorite
I'm not saying
song
this
off
ain't
there?
metal. Hideaway's a good song, man. Hideaway's just
Hideaway.
killer, and they had a video for that song.
Right on.
So, but it's just one of them bands from start to beginning of the record. It's really good, you know. And the thing is, with Leatherwolf, most of their records were like that. You know, they're one of the bands.
It's a shame how many bands. It's a shame how many bands had the talent, had the songs.
They got overlooked.
Yeah.
Even though there's a big genre, this band made 3 records. You know,
Which that's pretty impressive to make it to that 3rd record.
and still you're overlooked. It's sad.
Right on. I'm not familiar with this one. I'll have to check it out.
Definitely check it out. It's good.
All right then. Well, we'll hit you up sometime and do another one.
We'll see you next time.
Later, fools.